Hi, I'm Tucker Thompson, and welcome back to the Rochester Yacht Club. For 36 sailors, this will be the final day of U.S. Sailing's Rolex International Women's Keelboat Championship. But for Anna Tunnicliffe and Sally Barco, who are tied for first, and Corey Sertle close behind, today will decide the championship.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. You know, it's a great fleet of competitors, so it's all tight at the top, so we're just going to go out and have a good day, hopefully. We can't push each other back because Corey's right there and the rest of the fleet's right there, so it's not about, you know, match racing or putting points on anybody. It's just about going out there and sailing well. You know, I think it's been an adjustment, get back into fleet racing and sailing with a new team. You know, I think every race we're improving communication and what we're doing. But it's been fun, so hopefully today's the same.
Racing Sally is going to be tough. She's a very good competitor, but you know, we can't just focus on Sally. Corey's very close in the points, and as we saw yesterday, it's quite easy to put a couple points on each other. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing, keep it consistent, sail smart, clean starts, and use our speed when we have the advantage.
And here we go, the fleet crowding the pin end of the starting line. Except for Bridget RIWKC, full speed at about 20 seconds to go, and that translates into a good boat end start. Already a rough start for Anna Tunnicliffe, and she bails out to the right. But this beat will be won from the left-hand side, and that's where we find Kristen Lane with Corey Sertle to leeward. And at the top mark, Sertle is in charge of the race so far. Kristen Lane and Corey Sertle are on their way downwind. They've got a comfortable lead over the crowded rest of the fleet as they pile in here on starboard. Seven boats back is Anna Tunnicliffe, and right behind her is Sally Barco. The game is on, but Sertle is in front. Downwind, Sally and Anna go to work on the rest of the fleet, leaving Corey Sertle free to sail out in front, uncontested. Right-hand gate at the top mark, and the course is shifted to the right as well. Anna and Sally have both done a nice job. Each are now in the top five, and Sally's just ahead of Tunnicliffe. Jamie Mack threads the needle and works to the inside, picks up a few boats here at the left-hand gate. Upwind, it's a left-hand shift that has the majority of the fleet on port. At the top mark, the story is still the same. Corey out in front and the breeze softening up. Lots of teams, including Joanne Fisher, Carol Cronin, and the majority of the front pack are jibing onto port in a right-hand shift. This regatta just got a lot closer with Sally and Anna behind. Corey Sertle takes the race. As we move into the start of the second race of the day, here is the story. Sally Barco is now in the lead by 2 points over Corey Sertle. 2 points back is Anna Tunnicliffe. Bows are spread out across the line. 5 seconds to go. A few boats dangerously close to being over early. Here's the gun. And it's a general recall. Finally, we reset. Corey Sertle is here at the committee boat end and in trouble, buried. Anna Tunnicliffe somewhere in the middle, and it's a good start for Sally Barco. Sandy Adzik and a host of others have to clear out at the committee boat end after that start to the right. And Corey Sertle was one of them. The key for these boats, including Jennifer Pritzing, is to find a hole to get back in with the rest of the fleet. While this is one of the most spread out beats we have seen this fleet on, there is no doubt right now that a left-hand shift is prevailing most everyone on court. Katie Coleman-Nickel, Kristen Lane, Kristen Werner, all tacking at the last second to make the mark, and a huge amount of boats on port, all trying to duck the starboard tackers and find a spot. A few of them, like number 4, are going to have big trouble making it. .32 is Corey Sertle. She's in about 5th place or 6th right now, but that's enough to be ahead of Tunnicliffe and Barco. Most of the fleet heads to the right on the downwind run relative to the wind direction, except Susan McIntyre and Jamie Mack here to the left side. Here's the story downwind. Corey Sertle's back in about 6th place in this race, but she is leading the regatta so far. Her biggest threat, though, is Sally Barco. Only a few boats behind, well behind them, is Anna Tunnicliffe. At the leeward marks, it's Katie Coleman-Nickel and Kirsten Warner splitting the gates. Sally Barco's done a nice job, though. There's now only one boat between her and Sertle. Well, they were even at the bottom of the track, but Kirsten Warner has now taken the lead here at the top. Five boats back, it is still Corey Sertle leading the race. Or the regatta, rather, with Sally Barco now 4 points behind her. Downwind, the breeze is trending to the right. The majority of the fleet is on port. And heading to the finish, it is local sailor Kiki Werner who wins the race. Taking a 6th is Corey Sertle, but now she is in command of the regatta. But tied on points with her is Sally Barco, so don't write her out. The regatta is going to be decided in this final race. Here's the gun. But off the line in the 3rd row is Sally Barco. She tried to bluff Corey Sertle up over the line. It didn't work, and now she's paying for it. Corey Sertle's not out of the woods yet, though, and she'll have to fight for every point. And Anna Tunnicliffe's only shot is to win the race while hoping Corey falls behind. At the top mark, it's Allie Bletcher just in the lead over Anna Tunnicliffe. And just behind Anna, Corey Sertle keeps the heat on. And 7 points back is Sally Barco. There are storms onshore pulling the breeze to the left, and almost all of the fleet is on starboard as a result, downwind. It's Sertle, Bletcher, and Tunnicliffe now on ley line for the leeward marks. Any one of these 3 could win the race. Only one will win the regatta. Corey Sertle rounds the right-hand gate, the other 2 to the inside here at the left. Very close between Sertle and Tunnicliffe as we head back upwind. This is the story of the beat. Bletcher from the left, Sertle from the right, and it's Corey Sertle who lee bows, just eking out a lead as we head into the top mark. Well, Tunnicliffe peeled Corey on starboard, so now Bletcher takes the lead, and that is your 1, 2, 3 as we head downwind. The regatta winds down as the fleet heads for home on the final run to the finish. Hold the phone, folks. Fletcher's stuck to the outside. So is Corey. And doing an end around is Sally Barkow with fresh breeze from the right-hand side. Coming into the finish, it is anybody's guess who is going to win this race. Katja Sertle, Corey's daughter, gets in there. Sally Barkow is 03. Anna Tunnicliffe, 26. She's going to square down. Barkow squares down. Katja Sertle squares down on starboard. Corey has to jibe to avoid. Sally Barkow wins the race and the regatta. The sailing is long over. We're back at the yacht club, but in a surprising twist of fate, a protest will now decide the regatta between Corey Sertle and Sally Barkow while the guests await the verdict. Well, we've just received word that incident before the start has come back to haunt Sally Barkow. In the protest, Corey Sertle won, and she is now the new U.S. Sailing's Rolex International Women's Keelboat Champion. Congratulations to her and her crew, and the Rochester Yacht Club will be proud. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage here in Rochester. I'm Tucker Thompson. Thanks for joining us.